Hey everyone, welcome to the Elevate training call. I am super excited that you joined us. I'm Nathan Oates. I'm one of the co-founders of Elev8oils, and my wife Jenni and I are honored that you're on and are taking a few minutes to watch this, whether it's in the evening, during the day, whenever you're finding time to do this. I know this will be of value to you, so grab some notes. Let's get ready to jump in. Today, we are going to be talking about why it's so important to share the business more than you are. Okay? I know at times we share the business, and I know there's also some people that really struggle to share the business at all. And so instead of sharing the business, they share some oils, which is great. So hear me say this. Sharing oils, it's what we do. But one of the products that we are not sharing enough of sometimes is the product of a life change business. They're getting life change with oils, but a business can literally change someone's life just as much as the oils can. So I want to encourage you tonight, by the time we leave here, that you walk away going, I'm going to share the business more. And I'm going to go out and share it with 10 people this week. And I'm going to kind of give you some reasons of why we need to share the business. But I want to just pause for a moment. I remember when Jenni and I were on the floor, and we were without a couch because we had sold it. We were kind of at the end of our rope of what we were doing and where we were headed and the direction we were going. And I remember sitting there almost in tears, not sure what was next. Don't know if you've ever been in that place. And then we got the call. It was not the call I would have chosen, and it was not the call I was really looking for, but we got the call. And on the other line was my mom. And she knew that I was struggling and looking for kind of next steps. And she very clearly, for the first time, very clearly and very directly said, Nathan, I know you're in process of looking for what's next, but could I share something with you that might be a good fit to help you in that process or even help transition you to that next step? I was like, what? Is this my mom? And she shared it, and some of you know the story. We went on to say yes to this industry, to this business, and we have now made millions of dollars because of that decision, because someone, for me, my mom, shared the business very clearly with me for the first time. We responded, and then we made the decision, and then we acted upon it. Because someone shared the business. Now, I want to give you a couple of reasons why it is so important for you to be sharing the business more than you are. Because we are very quick to share the oils. It feels safer. It feels more comfortable. But let me give you a couple of reasons why you need to maybe change your mindset a little bit and really start jumping in sharing the business with other people. Okay? The first reason is this. Time always changes things. Doesn't always change people, but time changes things. What do I mean by that? If my mom would have called my wife and I a couple months earlier and she would have said the same thing, we would have been like, no, we don't need it. No. But time happened. Life happened. Changes happened. And we were in a situation where we were more receptive than we had ever been. So we were looking for a solution to our pain. Time offered that to my mom, and time offers it to you. Now, some of you started in this business and you went and you were saying, hey, I'm going to go and I'm going to share this business with all my friends and everyone. And you went out and you burned through your list. You burned through some of your top lists. And you're like, oh, they all said no. Well, part of it is because you probably hadn't really dialed in what you were going to say, and that's okay. But here's the cool part. This is why I want to give you reasons why you need to go back and share business with people. Maybe you didn't share the business and you just only shared oils and only what made you feel good with them instead of really thinking about them, which is a great perspective shift. But because time has passed, you can go back to those people that you initially went to and have conversations with them. So here's the action step. So the reason number one is time changes things. But here's the action step, and here's what it could sound like. You going back to them. Hey, I know we talked a couple months back, and I know you were in a place where, you know what, things weren't great for you, but you are still moving forward, which is great. How are you doing? Oh, you lost your job. Oh, your wife is actually looking to start to contribute in the family income. Oh, whatever that is, okay? That's where the starting conversation. This is where you step into the next step. Well, it's interesting because the truth is I couldn't get you off of my heart and my mind. When I think about certain people, you are one of the top people who have changed other people's lives. You're one of the best influencers that I know, hands down, across the board. You change lives just by you walking into a room. I see it. And I don't know if this is a good fit for you or not, but I think you're in a situation you just mentioned that you're really looking to solve that problem, whatever it is. Again, remember, could I share with you something that could be a good fit? It might not, but I think it could help you achieve you getting out of this situation or you achieving that dream or whatever it is. That's the conversation. And then this is how you end. Is that fair? Now, let me make that very clear. You close that initial conversation with, is that fair? Because no one's going to go, that is so unfair. But if you go, are you okay with that? That's a yes or no close-ended question. No, not right now. But if you say, is that fair? What are they going to do? Yeah, that's fair. Great. Now, you don't pounce on it like that, but in your heart, you're going, awesome. It is a fair offer for you to be able to give them a solution to their life. That time has changed things, and so you're offering that. So reason number one, time changes things. So have that in your mind. Go back and start putting down the list of people. Have that initial conversation that I just said. Reason number two, you need to be sharing the business more, is your dream takes money. Let me say that again. Your dream takes money. It takes resources. I'm just going to call the elephant out because let's be honest, okay? We're not really honest with ourselves. It's this big elephant. It takes money to get your dream accomplished or any dream accomplished. You can get it started, you can get it part way, but at some point you're going to need resources to fulfill the dream I know that's in your heart. So how bad do you want the dream? What are you willing to do? The easiest thing to begin to do is to start to really share the business. Make it part of your product offering, not just the oils. You've got to begin to start sharing the business. I think about Shelly Fuge, who is a diamond leader on our team. She's amazing. And she just purchased, not too long ago, an ice cream shop. Hello, a dream of hers. And I guarantee her diamond checks are helping to offset and figure out and gave her the ability to step into that dream of buying an ice cream shop. How cool is that? And Shelly, I want some ice cream. Okay? I'm just saying. But truth be told, we have these dreams in each of our hearts, and if we're not sharing the business and being very clear about it and direct about it and asking the right questions, you can't fulfill that dream. She could never have gotten the ice cream shop. Or if she did, it would have been a lot more loans or whatever else. It would have been a lot crazier to be able to do. This would afforded her the ability to fulfill her dream. So, share the dream. Number one, time changes things. Number two, your dream takes money. So begin to share the business. It's the fastest way to start to build your business is to share the business. Number three is this. It positions you, when you share the business, number three, it positions you as an expert. If you are passionate and you are sacrificing and you are sharing very clearly, again, very clearly, the business of how to do this business and what this business really takes and the results of doing this business, if you're very clear on that and you give them some initial steps of what that could look like for them and how it could help them, that you are now positioned in their mind, whether it's a yes or no in that moment, when time comes, and it's always coming, and it's always going, and their life situation changes. Maybe they're in a financial situation. Maybe they're looking for a job change. Maybe whatever that is, if you've positioned yourself on the front end as being the go-to person for a financial business solution, who are they going to call? They're going to call you. And they're going to ask you, hey, I know you've been doing this business. How's it going? Hey, I've been watching you. Looks like you're doing pretty good. Tell me about it. I cannot tell you the number of people over the years, over and over, that have come back going, okay, I've been watching you. I'm open to listen. Tell me about it. What is this? And I'll tell you, here's the deal. 80% of people's reality is perception. When you are confident and you position yourself with the business as an expert in this business, which you should be, you're in the business, you should be skilled up and continually skilling up and learning about this business. You are giving other people the perception, I know how to help people win. And let me tell you, right at the beginning, Jenni and I were still feeling it out. We were working hard to become experts, but we positioned ourselves as we know how to help you win. And there was some still learning in the learning curve, but it didn't matter. We were giving people a solution to win, and they were winning. It really does work. It positions you to be the expert. How often you share and how you share it makes a long-standing, long-term business. How often you share and how you share this business will either make this a long-standing, long-term business or short, fly-by-night business. Others will not build the dream by one oil alone, okay? You can't build this by one oil alone for one person, okay? You have to share the business. You've got to plant the seed. That feeds people for a lifetime, okay? It gives them something to be able to build and shoot for, and you can change their life by doing it. Okay, enough of that. Number 4, it's selfish not to share the business. No one wants to be selfish. You've got the cure, and you have got the solution to fulfill people's dreams. If you keep that to yourself, you are robbing yourself and you're being selfish to other people. It'd be like having the cure to cancer. Got the cure to cancer, but I'm just going to keep it to myself. You know what? I don't think they're ready for it. So you had the cure to cancer and you're like, you know what? I don't think their pain is quite far enough along. And you have the cure for cancer? That'd be selfish, wouldn't it? It's the same thing in our business. You have the cure and the solution for people's dreams. You need to be passionate about this. And you need to be looking to go, oh my goodness, this will change people's lives. Now, you don't pounce on people. You don't vomit on people. There's a way to do it. You package it in love. You're asking good questions. We talked a little bit about it a second ago. But realize that if you don't share the business, you are being selfish. Listen, you can't just think that, I'm going to share the oils and you're going to intoxicate them with just the oils, and then you maybe kind of throw in a little bit about the business at the very end of the oil class, and hey, I'm just going to be talking a little about, you can make a little bit of money on it. Anyway, we got brownies. Or we pass judgment. Listen, this is the big one. We pass judgment on people where they're coming and they're listening and they're like, oh, I really like this. This looks pretty good. And then you make the judgment of going, they got something in their teeth. I don't think they're ready to hear the business. You know what? I just wasn't getting the vibe that they weren't ready to hear the business. Like, people, come on. You've got to share the business. You have permission. They gave you permission to begin to share. When you ask questions and you do it right and you form and you find a sign, which is a whole nother training, but when you do those things and you really help people along, I promise you, if you don't share the business, you're being selfish and you're robbing yourself from achieving, again, the reason before, getting your dream, but also helping them achieve their dream. It is huge. Giving someone oils is like giving a starving man a fish or some fish for a couple days. Giving someone the business is like giving a starving man the ability and the know-how to go and fish. It's the same thing. We've heard the illustration before. It's the same thing. it helps them stay healthy and change their financial future forever because they know how to do it. You have to see this. By not sharing, you are robbing yourself and being selfish. I think about, when I think about this, one of the biggest people that come to mind is Becky Ferrand. Now, for those of you who don't know, I've known Becky Ferrand for years, since college. We've known each other for a very long time. And if you know Becky, she's very direct. She can be in your face. She's an amazing, Jenni and I absolutely love her and Tim. They are unbelievable. And in college, I've never been scared of her. I've never been intimidated of her. Just kidding. I was a little bit in college, but I'm not anymore. Not at all. Doesn't it sound like I'm convincing myself? I'm not anymore. No. But Becky is ridiculously awesome. So when I shared with her, when Jenni and I got on the phone to share with her the business the first time, there was a little bit of a hesitancy. I'm not really sure, but you know what? I knew what I could deliver, and I shared it confidently. And you know what? She responded, and she acted, and she's a blue diamond. Who have you not shared with that could be your next blue diamond? That person that could be, oh my goodness, I don't know if I could ever share it with that person. It could seem intimidating, or it could seem scary, or whatever it is. Go and share it with that person, because that person's gonna be a go-getter. They're gonna be your next blue. So who is it? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a list. It could be the list, again, time changes things. Reason number 1. Reason number 2, your dream takes money. Reason number 3, when you share the business, it positions you as an expert where life happens, change happens, they're going to come back to you. And reason number 4 is when you're being selfish if you're not sharing the business. So these reasons alone, you need to step into sharing the business more. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a list of 100 people again. And half of them, or if not, almost all of them could be people that you burned through way earlier. Months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, who knows? But time has changed. And I want you to go back, and I want you this week to talk to 10 of them. I want you to share the business with 10 people this week. Now, here's where I want you to do it differently, because we want to hear these stories. And there's a lot of other people that want to hear these stories that can't always get on our Elevate page. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to the YouTube channel where this is hosted. You might have to subscribe, and I want you to comment below and put the story in there. Tell us what happened. Tell us what didn't happen. That's okay. People want real stories, and we want you to be able to have that opportunity to share it with the world, and that's okay. I want you to know, listen, this is the place to put it down there. We'll comment and we'll reply on there, and we want to help you along, but it's fun because there's a lot of people that are on the journey with you. And people have been having problems seeing the Elev8oil page sometimes. And so put it on the YouTube page and we'll be able to comment there as well too. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to talk to 10 people, no matter what. 10 people you're sharing the business with this week. There's no more excuses, no more reasons for why you shouldn't. You know how to do it. Go and skill up if you need to a little bit more and go and change someone's life. All right, everybody. Hope you have an awesome night. Hope you have an awesome day whenever you're watching this, and I look forward to hearing the great stories. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.